It's mid-December. The weather's beautiful down here in Texas at the world-famous Barnes Keith Ranch. So come join me and let's go bow hunting. I've been going down and hunting at the Barnes Keith Ranch near San Saba, Texas for probably 25 years now. I mean, it's been a long time, and it's one of those destinations that every year I look forward to. You know, there's hunts that you really get excited about and such, and this is one of them. And people, they ask me all the time, well, Tom, you know, you can go to Kansas and Iowa, all these big buck states, but you always love Texas, and what's the attraction? Well, to me, first of all, we almost always go in December or January when whitetail season is starting to wane down throughout most of the Midwest. You know, the bitter temperatures are coming in, winter's right around the corner, or actually is taking place. So by getting out of the Midwest, getting down to Texas, you know, and hunting whitetail deer, the weather is warm in December and January, or at least warmer than it is in the Midwest, and there's so much game. I mean, you see sometimes more bucks in one evening down in Texas at the Barnes Keith than I may see in a week of hunting in Kansas or Indiana or Ohio. So that's a big attraction. Plus, in Texas, you just never know what's going to walk in. You know, you may have deer one minute, hogs come in, some exotic species. I mean, that's the cool part about it. There's lots of game. Now, this might sound crazy. You know, we're down there to hunt whitetail deer when we go to the Barnes Keith, but one of my personal favorite things to do is hunt pigs. If you've watched the show for years, you know I love to hog hunt. And it's just because it's something different. And they're made for bow hunting, whether you're in a blind hunting them or if you're doing some spot and stalk. They can't see that good, but they can hear and they smell as good as a whitetail as far as their sense of smell. But they're made for bow hunting because they're fun to stalk, and there's lots of them. So, you know, pig hunting is a big reason that I go to the Barnes Keith every year. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the people that are involved in the ranch. I mean, they become more than just outfitters and outfitting friends. They become personal friends. I've been down there so long. I always think of Jose, who I remember when Jose was still in school, and we'd go down there, and now he's a man, he's married, he has a family of his own and such. So it's like going back down and hunting with people that you know very well, that have become dear friends over that time. And also I get, you know, I know the routine. Nothing's a surprise down there. I know where we're gonna stay. I know the blinds. I have my own favorite spots that I like to go to and hunt. And when they say we're gonna go hunt this or we're gonna go down to the river, I know where I'm going and I'm comfortable with it. I know that ranch really well after all these years. And while speaking about the ranch, it's the most beautiful bow hunting destination that I go to. The Colorado River runs, there's like 11 miles of it that winds through this ranch. And the ranch is huge. It's like 14,000 acres, and it's all whitetail habitat. It's not like there's, you know, a little area here and big field stuff. There's whitetails everywhere you go. And as I said, it's one of the most beautiful ranch, especially Texas ranches I've ever been to, with the river, the big cliffs and such, extremely scenic. So in a nutshell, that's why I go back every year. It's more than just the hunting. Lots of places I get invited to the hunt, but at the Barnes Keith, I go back. It's like going to deer camp, going back, hunting with your relatives, hunting with your friends, you all get together. That's what it means to me to go to the Barnes Keith Ranch.